Hi friends, this is Adish Jain. Welcome to our YouTube channel Equity Minds. Today we'll be going to discuss about one of the pharma company. It's a microcap company based in Gujarat, Vadodara. So let's get started. Disclaimer: Equity Minds is not registered investment advisor with SEBI. This discussion is purely for educational purpose, not a buy and sell recommendation. Yes, we'll be going to discuss about Bharat Parenterals Limited. Why I am covering this company, friends? Because of the following five reasons: that it has a strong promoter shareholding, 74% plus. Second is good fundamentals. Company is almost a debt-free company. Third is strong growth visibility. Fourth, experienced promoters background. Fifth is valuation comfort. Obviously, that's why we are covering this company. माइक्रो कैप कंपनीज में इन्वेस्टमेंट करने से पहले बहुत ज़रूरी चीज़ होती है दैट प्रमोटर्स बैकग्राउंड चेक करना. वैसे तो सब कंपनीज़ में ज़रूरी होता है, बट माइक्रो कैप कंपनीज़ में थोड़ा ज़्यादा रिस्क होता है बिकॉज देर इज़ नॉट मच इन्फॉर्मेशन अवेलेबल ऑन द कंपनी ना ही तो इन्वेस्टमेंट प्रेजेंटेशन देती है मोस्ट ऑफ द कंपनीज, और ना ही कॉन कॉल्स देती है. So, but while researching on this company, I really got good information on this. Will share with you on this growth aspects and also promoters background. So this company got listed in 2018, March 18, almost 2 years back. So we'll discuss all these things with you. So let's get started with the understand company. So market cap, as like I said, 170 crore odd. Current price is 300. 52 week high 319, 52 week low 131. Book value approx 200. Stock P is approx 7. Right. So these are two snapshots from different websites. Might be some little difference. Bharat Parenterals is a Gujarat-based pharma company. It was established in 1992 by Ramesh Desai ji. Who started this company with a vision of making world-class affordable medicines and to take it to the forefront of contract manufacturing units in Gujarat. It has a dedicated facility for entire Trovil drugs, added over time to its already existing facility of general and B Lactam group of drugs. So basically what they are, these drugs are basically antibacterial drugs used to treat infections, bacterial infections. They have a WHO GMP certified, good manufacturing practices certified plant. Also they have ISO certifications. So their plant is in Vadodara, Gujarat. All these things they manufacture. Also I would like to say in this that they have fully integrated in-house R&D center. This is a snapshot from the website that they have 25 plus years of experience, 35 plus countries they are exporting to, and they have 800 plus products in their product basket. So their mission, one of the thing I would like to discuss is second point. Their mission was, one of the mission was to aspires to acquire major share in contract research and manufacturing services, CRAMS. Basically this is a contract manufacturing, and this logo is for their 100% subsidiary company Varnium. This I have taken from the management discussion analysis section of annual report, wherein they've mentioned that with more than 500 formulations to choose, a strong formulation development base and coveted the WHO CGMP certificates to its credit. Right. So this is a snapshot of what they are producing. These all are B-lactam tablets, ointments, liquid orals, amoxicillin tablets. Basically these are antiviral, antibacterial drugs to treat infections. These are some of the accreditations they have from different countries, because while exporting you have to have all the country specific accreditations. And to give you the perspective, they are exporting almost 60% of their production. So in awards and exhibitions, they got Best SME Award 2017, Best MSME Award 2018, right? And this is snapshot I have taken from the website, wherein they have participated in one of the exhibitions held in Madrid, Spain, in 2018. So management is very active. They generally takes part in exhibitions. He is Mr. Bharat P. Desai, who is chairman and MD of the company. So he has an experience over 30 years in the field of pharma and served on various government, non-government bodies in different capacity. This is written in the annual report. So I tried to check this aspect, and what I found that he was elected as a member in 1516 Pharmaceutical Export Promotion Council of India, and he on the net on Times of India News, one of the Times of India News also found that Desai ji is former chairman of Gujarat State Board of Indian Drugs. Here it is. So yes, they were talking about Bharat P. Desai, chairman and MD of Bharat Pentrals, a formulation firm that exports 60% of its production. Right. So this is a very interesting article which I found during research, and this is the article which is giving much insights. So let's discuss. So here he is saying that 2015 तक उनका जो फोकस था वो 75% of our for their exports were generics and remaining 25% were branded. But soon they realized that wanted to focus more on the brand recognition. तो उसके बाद उन्होंने बिल्कुल consequently put a halt to offering contract manufacturing services, which one of their mission. So now they have implemented this in Southeast Asia and registered their own brands in Myanmar, Cambodia, Vietnam, Philippines, and Sri Lanka. In this left column, right? And while interview with this company MD, first question which they ask, and it was held in March 3, 2020 only, 3 months odd back. So what is the update since our team has met you in 2017? So on that he said that we have grown by 50% in turnover as a result of entering new markets in the Southeast Asia and Latin America, right? And another thing is we were facing a key constraint due to having a common facility for penicillins and cephalosporins. These two are antibacterial drugs which we have addressed, and from 2019 our third plant will commence the commercial production to separate them both. It has already commenced production, right? And on global footprints, he said that in March 2018 he obtained approval from respective health authorities to supply to Peru and Chile. They have already exports to Bolivia, Paraguay, Uruguay, Honduras, Colombia, African and Latin American markets, right? So they have WHO's GMP certified plant, and they have in-house R&D center also. So on this question, what's ongoing research and development projects? So he said that in R&D department with robust formulation, Bahim Desai, CEO, has specialized in the anesthesia segment. He recently developed a temperature controlled anesthesia product with unique packaging that indicates whether or not an anesthesia is suitable for use after being stored under various segments. So they do have this R&D center, good R&D center, right? And this is very interesting that on asking over the next 5 years what is the vision, then on that he said in 18 we have achieved turnover of 240 crores in revenue. In the coming few years we will be making some strategic investments and are aiming to cross 500 crores turnover mark by 2022. So almost twice the turnover, not twice, double the turnover marked by 2022. So this is very good aspect which I found during research. So now we'll discuss about fundamentals. Here's a snapshot of balance sheet, wherein we can see the share capital is only 6 crore. So barely 60 odd lakh shares are there. From 60 lakhs में से 75% management के पास है, promoters के पास. Almost a debt free company, 70 odd lakhs, 1 crore outstanding, and assets are twice the liabilities. So good balance sheet overall. So this is a balance sheet wherein we can see capital work in progress 12 crores, cash and cash equivalents almost 10 crores, and current assets are 187 crores, against 69 crores current liabilities here. Borrowings almost nil, current liabilities non-current 71 lakhs only, right? And this is the P&L. By 2022 March 2020 they have achieved 42 rupees EPS against 37 last year, March 19. This is a snapshot of P&L wherein we can see that all sales is increasing year by year and operating profit margins are going up from last year's. EPS is also going up. This is cash flow. We can see cash generated from operations are 30 crores, 25 crores, wherein they are from where they are using it. Investing activities, SWIP, right, 15 crores out of 25 crores, 15 crores in purchasing capital assets, and also management focused on repayment of the borrowings. They have paid 3 crores in 19, almost 2 crores in 20, so almost now 70 odd lakhs are outstanding. This is ratios, 40% ROCE. This is good. My debtor days are bit high due to exports. So this is a snapshot. Return ratios are going up. This is good. Debt to equity is only 0.05. Interest coverage ratio is good. Current ratio is very good, 2:1 almost. EBITDA margins are going up because they are focusing their focusing on branded products under their brand. PAT margins is going up, right? Valuations we'll discuss. This is shareholding pattern. 74% almost held by promoters, 25% by public, and in 25% also 16% by only 1400 odd people, shareholders. This is price chart. High of 300 in early 18, now then constant almost, and then now recently made high with good volume. PE of 6 only. Here is a valuation. Price to book 1.34, EV to EBITDA 2.86, market cap to sales ratio 0.57. So quite undervalued company. This is a return scenario. Last 3 months में almost double हो गया इसका share. So this is again a very good news, eye-popping news which I found. This is recent news, June 25, 2020. Vadodara Pharma units mint moolah during lockdown. What does it mean? It means that during lockdown also जो फार्मा कंपनीज इन्होंने बहुत अच्छा किया है, बिकॉज फार्मा कंपनी जो FMCGs कंपनी काम कर रही थी लॉकडाउन में, बाकी सब ऑलमोस्ट डाउन थे, बंद थे. सो व्हाट इज़ दैट? Out of 300 plants approved of following WHO good manufacturing practices norms, 61 are in Vadodara. And what Desai sir said that witnessed 15 to 20% increase in turnover, and our exports have also surged by 18% during these 3 months lockdown period. Bharat Desai ji, Chairman Managing Director, Bharat Parenterals, a formulation firm that exports 60%. Right? Why this has happened? Due to production has also increased as people had started stocking up medicines. There was a certain amount of panic buying also. So this was the reason. Right? So on this valuations front, I see quite undervalued company. And because company is targeting close to 500 crore turnovers, which is twice the last year turnover 2020. So profit should also go up on the same lines, as we are seeing it has been increasing. So I see that going forward this company can give good returns, almost can double in coming 2 years. So this is what we have I have to say. If you thanks guys, and if you like, please share, subscribe my channel, and like this.